プレーオフに進出したとしても投手陣に大きな課題が残るドジャース。短いイニングなど起用法を考え大谷選手の投手としての力が必要となるのでしょうか。2002年から2017年までマイアミマーリンズの社長を務めたデビッド・サムソン氏がリッチアイゼンショーに出演し、大谷選手の今季の投手起用について解説していました。
We don't talk a lot about the Guardians. Jose Ramirez is most likely going to get a 40-40 this year, and there's not a peep about it.
Because we're going to see 50-50?
Because everyone's just hung up on Ohtani 50-50 watch.
There's such Ohtani mania, and I'm not an Ohtani hater. I can't believe what I watch with him, but if it's to the detriment of some of the other great stories in baseball, I don't like that. And the Guardians, it is a small market, there's no question. But to be good the way they are, the Royals, the Guardians, the Twins, there's a bunch of small revenue teams that are doing really well, but it's being overshadowed by the Yankees and Dodgers, which makes baseball happy. But there's some good stories out there.
But about Ohtani.
Exactly.
But about Ohtani, do you think it's... I mean, Dave Roberts was kind of coy. Is he really thinking of pitching Ohtani? Coming back from Tommy John surgery in a all or nothing situation potentially in a playoffs? Do you really think that's possible?
It would be insanity.
Why?
Now, relievers can come back faster. There is no question about that. But here's the investment they made for him to pitch every 5 days.
But this year, to get them through with the bullpen looking the way it is, I'm not saying they're going to start him against some team, but why not have him come in the ninth inning and treat everybody like he treated Mike Trout in the World Baseball Classic? Like, that would be
it's great
a
theater.
way to do it, right?
It's great theater, but desperation is such an awful cologne, and the Dodgers are desperate. They need to win. They view their title in 20 as sort of an asterisk bubble title.
They view it that way.
They do. If you would ask them, it's the same way. I think that LeBron James, I think that he would say, I'd like to win one with the Lakers that's not COVID related. And I think people in the industry, as a fan, you love it. They won the title. But for the Dodgers, they're not a dynasty. If they've won one ring, they have as many rings as I do since 2000. Is that right? I think that maybe
you are correct.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no.
And I think the Yankees have as many rings as I do since
moving
03.
on.
But anyway, I digress. Why would you put a player at risk? It's very different. The reason we didn't like players in the World Baseball Classic is think about Ohtani, Trout. They're dialing it up like it's July and it's only March. Ohtani would be doing the same thing.
Well, but again, you'd have to, if he feels good and they feel good about it, and he can give you an inning, like you're not going to maybe throw him on back-to-back nights, but he can give you an inning to give you a win in a, second round of the playoffs, which the Dodgers are going to make automatically, right? Like you got to think hard about that if you have that ability. Certainly with the lineup, you're assuming with him in that lineup, they're not going to have the same hitting problems in October as they've had historically, one would think.
It's baseball.
It's baseball. You do not know. And the way to get through, though, is to have 90 guys who can throw 100 miles an hour coming out of the pen and take a one-run lead from the third inning and make it cash. And you got Ohtani, you got to think hard about that, sir.
Boy, it sounds tempting the way you lay it out. The problem is that the season ends in October, either way, and then you're only a few months from spring training. And for the Dodgers to have sustained return on investment, the Ohtani investment, both on and off the field, you need him both pitching and hitting. It's been great what he's done this year as a DH, but they didn't sign him to be the DH. And so my only concern would be going into that clubhouse, you can't ask the player. They lie to you. They do nothing. Oh, I'm fine. I'm ready to go. No one wants to get taken out of a game. Everyone who's injured says they're ready to come back. So you can't use that. So then you have to think, is it in the best interest of our team? Short term, the way you lay it out, it sounds amazing. But the short term turns into mid and long term very, very quick.
球団の元経営者で中長期的な目線で投手起用はやはりリスクの高いことであると解説されていました。先発投手陣の怪我とブルペン陣は打ち込まれるケースが増えてきており、大谷選手の期待から投手復帰待望論がやみませんね。日ハム時代の CS や WBC でのクローザーでの劇的な活躍を思い出されることもあるでしょう。ともあれ早期の50-50達成と地区優勝を期待します。